As you can see behind me, the dumpsters are starting to fill up with trash, causing quite a stench. Some people saying, yes, schools do need to talk about sexual harassment in the classrooms. Others saying if schools are going to talk about it, parents need to know exactly what's being said. Trump also went to a private fundraising campaign for Attorney General Josh Hawley. The university says if the budget looks optimistic, they may be able to hire some of those people back. One way to seal your window is to buy a rubber window seal like this one and place it on a metal part of your window where you feel the air coming out. What the pharmacist will do is they'll take a 1-liter bag and they'll pump out the fluids into 20 of these smaller bags. I'm in an alley off of 10th Street where business owners say people aren't throwing away their trash the right way. As you can see behind me, the dumpsters are starting to fill up with trash, causing quite a stench and leakage problems in the morning. As I've been following this story, the city has been starting to take steps towards a solution. Day after day, the Iron Tiger employees mop the floor nearly 3 times a day. It's a problem they've been mopping up for nearly 3 months, a grease problem.
River of grease coming out of that alleyway down 10th Street and into the stormwater drains. It's really gross. You know, you're seeing grease, you're seeing flies, you're seeing vermin.
And it all goes back to this. Where there once used to be a trash compactor, there are now 6 trash bins, leaking grease and food waste as the garbage truck squeezes the trash.
Now we have people tracking grease in from that, and we're trying to keep a sterile environment. It's kind of difficult. Yeah, we're scrubbing it whenever we see it.
Sensentoffer says once his daughter even fell in the grease.
It really irked me, I guess. I kind of had an angry dad moment.
The city replaced a trash compactor similar to this one with 6 trash bins. The compactor used to be on private property when the owner says it would leak grease and then wash into her business. The city originally had these 6 dumpsters spread out around the alley, but someone kept moving them.
We come out and service them, and if we move them, then they tend to move back to the east end of the alley by somebody.
Now, all 6 are against the Iron Tiger, creating a smell everyone wants out of the area.
I think my biggest concern as the manager of the shop is, are people going to want to walk by that? The smell on the site is not great at all, and are people going to want to walk by that to come into our business?
The nature of the smell and the grease buildup in the alley there that people, walking down 10th Street is going to see. It's just not a very attractive sight.
Owners say the problem starts when restaurants dump food into trash bins without trash bags.
I've seen an open box full of old produce that's just definitely not being contained in an appropriate manner.
The current city ordinance does not necessarily require business owners to put trash in trash bags, but it does prohibit dumping grease. To get rid of grease, restaurants need to hire a separate contractor, which means some restaurants aren't following regulations.
If you're not disposing of your grease correctly, if you're not disposing of your wet garbage correctly, if it's not in a sealed bag whenever you put it in the trash can, then it's gonna bring along all sorts of nasty stuff.
It's a problem business owners have been speaking with the city about for weeks. The city and the Downtown Community Improvement District have been meeting with business owners to try and solve the problem, but there aren't any firm solutions in place yet. Now, the city has a couple of solutions that they could do. First, they could try and change the ordinance to make sure that people use trash bags. The other solution is they can go around and educate people on the proper way to dispose of their trash and grease. Now, the CID sent out this letter to business owners encouraging them to dispose of their trash the right way during the day and at night. Reporting live in downtown Columbia, Lydia Nusbaum, KOMU 8 News. The South Callaway R2 district will have an armed school resource officer in its schools starting in August, saying they want more security. The Callaway County Sheriff's Department and school district superintendent say this decision is not a knee-jerk reaction to the Florida shooting, but that they have been talking about adding an officer for nearly a year. It's an 18-minute drive from the Callaway County Sheriff's Department to the South Callaway R2 school district, which is why the school district will soon add a school resource officer.
It puts an officer in a good area down there for us. It also gives us coverage in an area that's could be a a delay for a response time.
The Callaway County Commission approved a contract Monday, allowing a school resource officer to work on the school district campus, which has 3 different school buildings.
The signs of the times are we need more security at our schools and wherever else there's public venues like that.
The Callaway County Sheriff's Department and superintendent of the school district do not just want the resource officer to act as muscle, but instead also be embedded into the school community.
We look forward to this being a staff member that the kids recognize very, very quickly, have a very good and positive relationship with it.
The superintendent says he will want students to know the resource officer is there to help them. Other districts like the Moberly School District and Southern Boone School District have a school resource officer. Reporting in the studio, Lydia Nusbaum, KOMU 8 News.